Welcome back to the channel for another College TF review. Today we have another Star Wars view, that being the Jazwares Micro Galaxy Squadron Obi-Wan Kenobi Jedi Starfighter. So let's get straight into this review. I picked mine up over at Target. I think this has also been available at Walmart, and you could probably find it on Amazon as well. So it's a pretty, I think, widely released item, so it should be most of the online retailers to which Jazwares markets, that being Target, Walmart, and Amazon. So, and as always, please remember to like and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to stay tuned to all the latest updates on my videos. And follow me on Instagram as well at College TF Reviewer. So here is the packaging. It's just a simple, kind of blister-like package. Not much to it. Shows that on the back. There's the rest of the Series 1 ships that were released at the time of this release. There's some cool artwork on there. They do get Anakin's Jedi Starfighter in there, which means I would presume that means they'll be releasing that in the near future. I don't see why they wouldn't, given they already have this mold. So this is definitely, I think, the best toy Jedi Starfighter possibly ever. This is kind of like it's always an overlooked ship, I think, in my opinion. No one really pays much attention to the Jedi Starfighter. I mean, it is kind of lame compared to the other ships. But I definitely like the design from the Clone Wars and the prequels. I'm a much bigger fan of the Delta Wing design than the TIE Fighter-esque one used in Revenge of the Sith. The Attack of the Clones and Clone Wars version is my favorite. And so this one is actually the Clone Wars version, as the droid sits in the center. The R4 is sitting here, opposed to in the wing. But very nice paint scheme. Definitely Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter. And so this ring does come unassembled in the packaging. You just have to snap in these two top parts. It's very simple, very easy to do, but the weathering effect on these ships definitely looks fantastic, very much like what we see in the cartoon, and very similar to what we see in the movie as well. So to separate from the ring, it is a bit tricky, I would say, to get this in and out of the ring. It does require a bit more force than I like to apply, but it does just pop right out. As you can see, you have these little tabs on each side, to which the the ship just slides right into. Hope I didn't just say a curse word. I didn't mean it. But there's a little peg there on the bottom that goes into a slot on the bottom, right there. And it is a bit tricky to line up, but after some force you can just get it in there, and it holds very securely once you do get it in there. So you can swoosh it around as much as you like. So closer look at the ring here. Very nice. Very nice paint. It is a little bit small scale-wise compared to the Starfighter. I think, at least in the movies, Obi-Wan's able to pull back and then fly through it, which he still can. It does still fit through. That's just exceptionally close clearance. So I think the ones used in Attack of the Clones were a little bit bigger scale-wise. At least the ring portion was maybe a little bit more circular, but still looks awesome, and it's really nice they included that. So now you can have Obi-Wan going into hyperspace. So here is the Starfighter itself. Again, nice weathering throughout. Used that brown wash over top. Really tones down the colors. Nice silver engines and just detail everywhere. This thing is really impressive. And it does have a few fun features. So of course, that being, you do get landing gear, as with all of these ships. Landing gear, and this is probably the first time I think I've seen a toy of the Jedi Starfighter with actually accurate landing gear, where they come out on the sides like this, opposed to just resting on the engines or having some sort of makeshift landing gear. So definitely sits very nicely on the ground there. Cockpit does in fact open, and in the packaging, Obi-Wan and R4 come packaged separately in their on their own bubble. But they fit in the ship very nicely. So here's Obi-Wan. He has been painted very nicely. Very nicely. Kind of like a shiny tan plastic they used for his main body. But he even has the lightsabers. It has even been painted on there. And molded, which is incredible. Nicely painted boots. This is very much his Attack of the Clones appearance, I would say. Not his Clone Wars. As in Clone Wars, he has the clone armor on. But this is more of his Attack of the Clones appearance. Very nice. He does stand, and as you can see, he does articulate, as with all these figures. So very nice. He has the legs don't articulate individually due to the fact that he has like a kind of a skirt on his Jedi robe. So it just sits, but it's still really impressive. Then R4 can be ejected, and to do that, you simply, there's a little button here on the bottom. You press that, it lifts him up, and you can just pull him out. And there's just a little tab on the inside, little peg, on the inside there, and it's shaped to R4, and R4 has a little hole in the bottom. So here's R4, pretty simple, but very nicely done. Certainly recognizable. Nothing articulates on him, unfortunately. It would have been nice to see the legs articulate, but I mean, these figures are so incredibly tiny. Having them at all is definitely a nice feature. And so there they are with the Starfighter, and I think the scaling there is definitely really nice. You know, Obi-Wan, balance him on the wing. It takes some effort, but you could. And yeah, that probably about does it for my review here of the Jazwares Micro Galaxy Squadron Jedi Starfighter, Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter. Again, if you like this review, please remember to subscribe to the channel and follow me on Instagram to stay up to date on my latest reviews and what I pick up. Let me know in the comments what you think of these Jazwares ships. I know I'm really liking them. They're some of my favorite ships of all time, and I highly recommend them. And, you know, be sure to pick them up now before they go out of stock, because they are selling pretty well, I think. I mean, at least I don't think Jazwares is making them in a significant quantity. So for the quantity they're selling, they definitely are selling out. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.